This is the 5th video in our series about making the CARES Act actionable. A lot of people have been fired, they're unemployed, they're really struggling. If you have no choice and you have to cash out what you need. You might not need to cash out the entire account, but they realize that some people will have to cash out. What about those who actually don't need to cash out? I want to talk for a second about a related concept, which is research on fees. And the idea that people often don't fully understand how fees tend to add up quickly over time. This is a question I asked years ago to a lot of state employees in a very large defined contribution plan. And I asked, if you pay an additional 1% annual fee on your account, how much less would it be worth 30 years down the road? The typical answer was about 5%. They realized that if I pay that 1% every year, it got to add up to more than 1%. But they failed to realize that the answer is roughly 25 to 30%. The exact answer depends on the rate of return, but putting that aside. Now, people don't fully understand how quickly fees would hit their account. What does it have to do with cashing out, being laid off? So, if you're in a mid to large size plan, it's most likely the case that the fees in your plan are much, much lower than the fees you would pay on a standalone IRA account. The best option is often to keep your account with the old employer. It's also the easiest one. You don't have to do anything. Now, if you have to close the chapter, if you really kind of can't stand the idea of that old employer, roll it over. Don't cash out. But that brings me to employers and record keepers. Right now, cashing out is a click. On most websites, cashing out is super easy. It's really difficult to roll over the account. This is backward. We have as an industry to make sure that rolling over is at least as easy as cashing out the account. Let's make sure that we don't take money out of the plans unless it's really needed.